Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Robocraft, and welcome to the Rotor blades, which I think I have actually called correct this time. Yes, I have. In today's episode, we're going to be playing around with them, seeing what kind of weapons work best, and figuring out the nuances of their control. As you can see, we don't actually have any thrusters on this robot, as I want to see if it is possible to make a viable helicopter, a viable copter, without using the without the thrusters or any other form of movement. This is so far what I've came up with. I've only spent about perhaps 10 minutes on it. I've just kind of threw it together. By the way, Mirror Tool is an absolute heavenly thing. And look at the new flag. Just everything. I love this update. This update has got me very, very excited and very, very happy indeed. So the issues are with this robot is I can't put all of my guns down. However, I kind of want to make it as sturdy as possible, so it's certainly something I want to look towards. I haven't yet tested it out in the testing arena, so we're going to go and do that straight away, see if it actually flies, and see how stable it is. With two rotor blades, the flyers do seem extraordinarily stable, so I'm hoping with 4 that simply multiplies it and it can become a stable gun platform possibly, or just a decent medic structure. It's made with tier 5 and a few tier 6 armor blocks. You can see the little kind of spine I've created, tier 6 medic guns because they're the lowest tier, and the very lowest version of the rotor blades, which are the tier 5s. However, I'm going to see just quickly now if we could add a single tier 6, but we'll decide that later, after we've decided if we need thrusters or additional shielding and such. So let's quickly get into a very quick practice match. Let's see how that does. Hopefully it'll do well. I'm also very keen to test out the challenge mode, which is now essentially a boss battle, which you queue in for as usual to become a boss, but now you're in groups. Okay, that is ridiculously stable. Oh, that's lovely. Bit slow. But look how long the Union Jack has became. That is glorious. Okay, let's see. Well, that happened. Okay, apparently he returned to Mothership. He didn't want to face us. Let's go and find someone who isn't that thing, which is ridiculously armoured, and can actually be beaten up by us and see just how good the blades are. I do feel like I'm piloting a hovercraft, honestly. The controls are very similar. I do love the fact that the heli blades do have multiple hardpoints though. Oh, this is the robot you can buy. It's just been tiered down. It's the not the flyer, the sled. Yeah, okay, damage seems okay, even though there were tier 1s, there were a few higher tier blocks there, and it seemed decent with only 4. As long as I'm facing somewhat down, all of the guns can fire. Could possibly lower the front guns somehow, would be nice. But honestly, our speed isn't too bad. We do seem to speed up as we go, so that's certainly something to consider. Honestly, after playing for a short while, I think I'm already in love with the controls. It's like a helium. Honestly, it feels like a cross between a helium flyer and a hover disc. A hover vehicle, which is actually wonderful to control. I really enjoy this, and I think this may become my favourite movement type very soon. But saying that, I said the same thing about tracks, and honestly I don't use them anywhere near as much as I thought I would. But only time will tell with that. I think this needs to be a bit prettier. Is that an Apache? An Apache called Mickey 5. Yeah, that's definitely the Apache you can buy. They've really changed up the robots you face, and a lot of them are simply from the store. But I am incredibly impressed with this robot. I'm really, really happy with it. And honestly, just by movement alone, and it should be quite sturdy as it is solid armour. Let's see if we can make it a little bit prettier, and then we'll just jump into a match and see if we can do some serious healing. Of course, being a plasma is certainly an idea, as you can get quite high, as you should have noticed there. So we'll just quickly. I feel like these need corners, otherwise it's just wrong. It needs the corner blocks, it's just weird without them. So say I, the mighty Lathrix, arbiter of all ugly robots. There we are, and then that one can be on as well. Yeah, I'm okay with this road. It's not that pretty, but honestly, for 10 minutes work, I am rather pleased. Could we put these here, perhaps arm at the front a bit more? Would be lovely, honestly. So we do have some extra points left. I don't think we need thrusters, honestly, right now. So what I'm going to do is change this blade for the higher tier one, which will be both faster and higher armor. Ooh. What did that? Is it the addition of the front armor blocks? Because obviously they are higher tier than the rest. Yes, it was. Okay, so let's ignore those, leave it as it is. And let's go into a test game. I need a name. It's currently called Mega, so I'm just going to call it Choppy. For now, it is my little baby Choppy. It's the first copter I've ever made, and hopefully it'll do decently. If it doesn't, then we'll simply be tweaking it here and there. The only way you can really tell with robots is by playing with them actually in a match and seeing how they do. So back in a second with our very first match, hopefully doing somewhat okay. And we are back with our first map. Let's see how many copters there are. There's one SMG copter, one plasma copter, and I believe, yep, there's another plasma copter over there. Oh dear. Well, I thought you lost control then, honestly, but okay. So it's quite a few of us. I imagine there's going to be quite a few over the course of the next few days with people testing out the new movement type. I must say, they have done a good job on the new maps. They really do look very nice. Aha! Someone's being hurt. And he's not moving to a decent... Okay, there's a gun copter there. There's a bit of a... Oh, Lord. He's flipping, which looks really cool. However, makes him extremely vulnerable. I don't like where he is. Move back! I'm not going to heal you for staying there. That would be a bit of a suicide thing. One of our copters has gone down up there, though, so we are going to try and get to him as soon as possible. Our flag is going to make us a very obvious target. Oh. Flag? Our flag is bugged out and is no longer being used. Oh! Oh, look at the space between that and that now. Wow, there's been a lot of changes, it seems. There you go, he's back up into the air. Away with you, sir. Back to killing the enemy. I'll hang around with the copters for a while. I can be their healer in case I get hurt again. So, if anything happens to them, we can just heal. Oh! Well, I would be able to heal them if they didn't die in one shot. Oh, two! That sniper's having a bit of a field day. And he's probably going to go for me, honestly. No, he won't. He's going to try and get the kill. I'm going to try and heal him to counter this. Can we keep him alive? I think after this match, we'll try with SMGs or with plasma, see how that does. But both copters have been... All the copters but me have been taken out of the sky. That's not good. It really does hurt my confidence. Okay, there's a copter there. Hopefully someone will go for him. The SMG I'm healing seems to be completely just dumbfounded by the fact he's being healed and is unable to move or even act. That's a bit of a concern. Now, do we go to that SMG over there and heal him, or do we stay next to the relative defense of these two tanks? I think staying next to these tanks would be better for now. Okay, never mind. We're going to move. We're going to be a bit more aggressive. Let's be nice. Remember, we are a flyer. I keep forgetting we are actually not a hover. It does feel very much like you're playing a hover. Okay, we're going to lose a blade if we are not careful. SMG, please go for the enemy copter, thank you. How about some copter on copter action if it gets close enough? However, SMGs have been buffed in close range, I did forget, and in fact are, well, absolutely brutal. All of our blades got taken out. Okay, maybe we do need to upgrade our blades. We are completely non-functional. We've lost all control, okay. And he hasn't, sadly. Thank you. I was just kind of watching him, just mesmerised by the lion kind of following him. Okay, that did not go well at all. All of our blades got taken out so easily. It seems that though really that's our fault. We were underneath him and honestly deserved the fate we got. Although I think SMGs did seem a very viable option, so perhaps trying those next time. We are going to win, however. There we go. Excellent. A good day indeed. So, lesson learned. The rotors were remarkably frail, which I'm not very happy with. I'm not sure what I will do to them to alter them, however. We could armour up the underneath. Oh, even the tier 6 did get blown up. Now, these do have 4 different hard points. Let's put one down so we can look at it. Each one of these corners is a hard point and does connect to the robot. So as long as one is left, it should still be alive. However, they simply faded into oblivion rather quickly. So let's try it again, except for let's go with one tier 6 there. Let's see how many tier 5s we can actually add. So we're going to be firing down quite a lot. It's okay if they're a bit, you know, behind each other. We're going to need a couple more tier 5s because we don't have them. Let's put them on. There we are. So one here, and then one here. We can definitely afford another tier 6 though, so we'll just put that one here. And can we actually do that? Ah! So we could go with 5. Oh, there we go. All 6, and 3 of them are tier 6. Okay, that should be very, very aggressive. I think perhaps a more sturdy design, though, is needed for the blades. Perhaps a bit of defense underneath them as well. But let's just see how this does. Back in a second with yet another match. And we are back in our first match. I've made a very quick change in that I've put 2 of the guns on the front so that our front firing is better. As it dawned on me, when we move, we do actually lean forward, so any back-facing guns wouldn't be able to fire forward, which would be a bit of a hassle. People are messing around with F quite a lot, I've noticed. Okay, we need to be a little bit safer than last time. We were a bit suicidal, and honestly it got us killed, so this time hopefully we can, you know, act a bit smarter. Now, SMGs have been significantly weakened at long range, so I am a bit concerned about what I can actually do with this flyer. I also need to improve my accuracy, it seems. Let's see if we, there we go, there goes his first blade, and there goes his second. No, there goes his gun. I thought it was his blade I knocked off, but apparently it was his gun instead. There we go, happily taking him out. Shouldn't be this close, we kind of given him a free hit, but honestly, he was already pretty much dead. So there we go, first kill. There's a plane. How dare there be a plane in the era of the helicopter? There we go, took out a chunk of him, don't know what took out. Ah, we've been hit, let's get down before we lose our blades. Apparently there's also a hacker. No, I don't 100% believe them. Wow, that person must have been very, very close to death. I said we touched him with the SMG and he blew up. Thank you, medic. Very kind of you, sir. Death from above! Rail from below! Oh, darn. Oh, nope. Okay, now I'm dead. My life for the Blade God. Or whichever god will sponsor my killing of the enemies. Sponsor? Patron, I guess, is the word I'm looking for here, if it's a god. Ah, no! Who's doing so? Yes! Death to all! Of course, close range, you are a lot more powerful than we used to be. I do like how they've changed SMGs. If you're close range, they're powerful. If you're long range, they're completely weak. Can we escape and be a bit of a derp and self-destruct? I don't think so, no. Wow, that thing's just begging to be shot down. Oh, I didn't notice you. Darn it! Well, good luck, team. I killed 3 people. That was a very fast match. I must say, in tier 5 at least, I'm finding copters are a bit more vulnerable than I thought they were going to be. But honestly, that's absolutely fine. They are flyers, and I do not regret my decision to have 4 blades, it seems. It seems very, very helpful. Now, I am eventually going to make a much higher tier copter, because I know some of you will ask if I'm going to do that, and so the reason why I'm doing this tier currently is just because I want to you know, learn the basics of being a heli-chopper, you know, being a copter. How do I do copter? So I'm trying to learn the basics in a lower tier where it's a bit less frustrating, a bit easier to learn exactly went wrong, and then later on we'll go into better, more sophisticated tiers like 9 and 10. Now in tier 9, I didn't realise this until after I made the video about the Megabots. You can actually have Megabots in a tier 9 battle. That's where they go to, tier 9 and tier 10. Which sounds ridiculous. I'm not looking forward to facing them, but at the same time I kind of am. And the way they're balancing this is by giving people a handicap bonus if you were to fight off against these behemoths if they're in your match. And it does say there will always be a Megabot, but I'm fairly certain if none are queuing, they'll just do a normal match. Probably, if possible. So, let's get into another match then, regardless. Well, these are only tier 6 SMGs, and they seem to be, well, honestly, brutalising things in close. Oh, there you go, look. It says the range damage there. Damage at 160 meters, 1.8k. At 320 or further, it goes down to 1.4. So, at close range, SMGs are far, far more deadly. So, back in a second. Oh, I did take off my Union Jack. I completely forgot about that because I was going to put it on the bottom instead, as I feel it would look better here. Well, there. It looked better there, I think, rather than on the top, like in the blade. So, back in a second. Okay, same map, different side. Let's see if this does any better. And, oh my word, That helicopter is literally holding its blades with glass. I don't see that going well. Honestly, I don't see that staying in the air for very long. Also, that new cooldown keeps throwing me. I forget how long it is. Wow, I've only realised how much has changed over here. So apparently, one of the reasons why they've changed all of this, why there's all these new different and shiny things in the new maps, is because of the size of the megabots they want to see. They're making sure that the extremely large variants can actually get through. And yes, I couldn't resist. I wanted to see myself glowing blue like some form of cyber god. Is that so wrong? I don't think it is, honestly. Can we get a couple of hits off against that heli chopper? Let's go for the blade if we can. I think we hit the blade, though I can't be certain about that. It didn't get destroyed. There's another one. No, I believe that's actually a plane. There is an SMG on the floor, which I'm a little bit, extremely concerned about, hence why I'm going straight to the ground. There is also a medic, either helicopter or plane there. I'm going to imagine a helicopter because, well, they're pretty common, it seems. I mean, I made one, it's the very first thing I did. And I'm as common as they come. Oh, Lord. Okay, SMG gutting our backside. Let's try and avoid that. I am rather fond of my arse. At least, particularly when it's, still attached to me. There we go, took out one of his rudders. I think he has at least 2 more, but let's just keep firing. And let's move away. There we go, took out his... Yeah, it does seem like blades are extremely fragile, and apparently so am I. I don't think they added the lovely helicopters at the right time with the current spam of rails, it must be said. And yes, I have no control over this. The important thing is my flag is still waving until the bitter end, which is a glorious thing, I think. Ah, that's quite a cute robot, actually. The ice looks a lot better. I zoomed in on you instead. Okay, another match. I demand another match. Okay, I demanded another match. I did not demand the cursed map. In no way did I demand this. Let's see how we do, regardless. Here's hoping we do well. Where did that rail hit anyway? Just completely obliterate me. My armour is pretty good, honestly. We're not exactly a lightly armoured vehicle. These are full tier 5 wolf blocks with tier 6 to reinforce it, and yet we're getting just destroyed. Perhaps hanging back would be a better idea. Everyone else can go first. I believe in all of you. My quadcopter can stay back. The quadcopter. There you go. We are currently a gunship, but not one I particularly like. I think perhaps in higher tier they'd be better with the higher armour in general and the ability to add a lot more blocks. I imagine that the higher tier variations of myself are a lot better. But we won't be able to find out that until we play. Well, there's one helicopter already gone. It just me, does it look like his blades aren't moving? Gun him down! Yes, there we go. He's down from the air, that's what I wanted to see. Let's see if we can do the same to him. We kind of can. Oh lord. He's right on top of us, which is where I didn't want him to be. Thankfully, we just did a lot of damage to him and he's going down. Of course, that doesn't mean he's out of the game yet. He can still shoot. I have to keep remembering that I haven't got my guns on my bottom. They're mostly on my front. So trying to shoot directly kind of sideways isn't really working very well. Well, did enough damage to him. We're very good at crippling things, but getting the killing blow seems to be, well, beyond our grasp, honestly. There's enemy plasma tank there. We could definitely help out our fellow. Let's go down. I think sideways thrusters would help as well. Turning is a bit slow on this thing. It does see. Wow, that was inaccurate as hell. Of course, I keep forgetting that SMGs have been nerfed at long range, even in terms of accuracy. So burst fire, really, really important now, even more so than it was before. Spotted him. It's a medic. Not our highest concern, but I will kill him if possible. He's defending a rail. Then yes, now he is indeed our highest priority. Let's see if we can get a bit closer just to try and gun down the rail, since it's so low on health. There we go. Close range SMGs seem to be absolutely brutal. Aha! Oh, get up, get up, get up, get up! There we go. You're stuck now, fellow. I do see the plasma aiming at us. Let's start moving. Okay, missed. Let's do another volley. And lower ourselves so we're hiding behind the cliff. Become a hover for a second, and then let's wait and see where actually is the plasma. Spotted him. Okay, there he is. Lathrid, smiley face, don't kill me. I want to. You're on enemy's team. Oh, there you are. Hello. And mass murder. Oh wait, it's not in the right chat. Oh, whatever. Too late. Sorry, sir. I don't know if you recognise me. He was just randomly talking to me, but I had to kill. That was a nice match. 3 kills, 2 assists, 2 scouts, and a glorious amount of RP. That is what I wanted to see. So, without further ado, let's get into one last game for today, and then next time we will probably do a higher tier of helicopter. I'm not very happy with these, honestly, but it's working okay. It's working decently, honestly. So I can't really complain too much. I would like an extra gun, but then I'd have to down tier this, which I can't bring myself to. But that would be so much better, though. The amount of firepower we just gained, and it's a good weapon. Okay, we'll do that for now. We'll lower tier one of our rudders. Honestly, it doesn't seem to make much of a difference anyway, as they do tend to get gunned down within moments. So let's just get into another match with a bit more firepower. The gunship continues. And we are back for the last match of today, or at least the episode regardless. Let's see where we're going to go. I haven't been on the cliffs yet on this new map, so I think I'm going to do that, just hoping no rails have decided to go up here. Oh my word, it's no longer smooth. Well, it's gone from being exceedingly smooth to being, well, honestly, absolutely horrible terrain. I would not like to be a thruster sled, a booster sled, whatever you want to call them. I would not like to be one right now. This seems rather horrific. Oh dear. He's got as many blades as we do, so you've got to be a bit careful. He's going to be quite hard to take out of the sky. So let's try and stay a bit low. Keep forgetting we are not a hover. We do not automatically. Oh dear. Aha! We dodged. Can we get a bit of vengeance on him? Yes, we can. Down he goes. Enjoy the ground, sir. It's where you belong. Ah, rail. Somewhere over there is a rail, so we're going to Scarpa, I think. I don't really want to be shut down by that. If someone could spot him, on the other hand. It wasn't him, it was over there. Could have been him. It could have been him. Let's see if we can perhaps dodge his attention and get round. Then give him a nice hello. A friendly handshake. Nope, there's definitely a rail over there as well. Oh lord, yep, over there somewhere, no idea where though. He hasn't been spotted. I was spotted in the dark to maybe hope against hope, but sadly not. We have been hit. We lost our front blade, but nothing else, so that's actually okay. We haven't really lost anything but a bit of speed. I see him, he's up there. Really am absolutely terrified by rails in this craft. And I'm normally terrified by rails, but on this one it's particularly bad. I'm going to try and get the one up here, since if I kill him, I've got a safe place to stay, which is up here. So it's a bit of a double win, honestly, if we can kill him. That's it. Release all your fire, and then we can say hello to you. Oh, it's the fellow from earlier. Well, same robot, regardless. There we go. Bit of close-range combat. Never hurt anyone. We could go and help Cap, I suppose. Yes, we can. And well, I'm at least very happy that losing our front blade absolutely does nothing to our controls. I think as long as I have 2, I do have actually really good controls. I like this craft. I think I like it being an SMG as well, being able to be a bit more aggressive. So I'm not going to be a medic for once. Nope, I'm going to be an SMG. You can kind of dance. If you just sway side to side sweetly. Or I'm just perhaps waving my flag. I'm just waving my flag in your face. The controls are, I think I've said it a million times, but honestly, the controls on the helicopters are absolutely wonderful. It's so lovely. It's a bit light, I must admit, but I think that's because of how I've got my blades. I think if you had the regular blade format, it would be a lot faster on the old turning. But having the spare blades, because if I only had the 2, right now, I'd be grounded. How dare you! There we go, team victory. Flying away into the glorious skies. What a nice way to end it. Very nice indeed, actually. So, I think Choppy will be here for a while. I think I'll practice on him and then go to a higher tier. So next time I'll probably be making yet another helicopter, and then I'll be trying to save up some RP to make a Megabot. I do have most of the parts to make a Megabot. I have 4 wheels. I probably want more than that though, honestly. I have 4 of the SMGs, and I have 2 of each of these electroplates. So we do have the very basics to make a Megabot, but I don't think that's coming until a while, until I've got enough RP and I'm comfortable with my design. I feel like there's a huge responsibility if you're the Megabot on your team, because if you fail, well, you were the Megabot, and you've just failed your team, so it's a little bit horrible. Regardless, thank you for watching So Interest. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, likes, favourite, comments, subscribes, shares, all that stuff, of course, is very, very welcome. Helps out me, helps out our channel, and shows that Robocraft is still an interest to you on this channel. So, thank you, goodbye, hope to see you next time, have a nice day, and do take care.